You think you know Klaus Barbie? Think again. Called him the Butcher of Lyon. But behind that name lies a darkness few have ever truly understood. Klaus Barbie was more than just a Nazi officer. He was a man who made cruelty an art form. As head of the Gestapo in Lyon, France, his name became synonymous with fear. His victims? Resistance fighters, Jews, civilians, anyone who stood in the way of Nazi control. Capture of French resistance leader Jean Moulin made headlines across Europe, but that's only the surface. What's lesser known are the other horrors, the unspeakable cruelties hidden in sealed files and whispered in survivor testimonies. Tonight, we open those files and step into the world of the man whose evil transcended even his own time. While Lyon was Barbie's command post, his reach extended far beyond it. In small towns across southeastern France, he coordinated mass arrests, deportations, and executions, often without orders from Berlin. In the village of Izieu, 44 Jewish children were taken under Barbie's personal orders. Their crime? Being Jewish. Every single one was deported to Auschwitz. None returned. Witnesses later recalled Barbie's visits, not as a faceless commander, but as a man who enjoyed inflicting terror. He often interrogated parents in front of their children, forcing them to betray friends or watch loved ones die. Recently declassified French intelligence files reveal how Barbie's special units in rural areas tortured locals with electricity, mock drownings, and forced mutilations, long before these methods became infamous in other wars. What he did wasn't just to extract information, it was to break the human spirit itself. To understand the Butcher of Lyon, one must look into his mind. Psychologists who later studied Barbie described a man who derived satisfaction from domination. Not chaos, but control. He wasn't erratic, he was precise. Every scream was part of a method. Every victim a test subject in his quest for perfect obedience. Survivors spoke of a peculiar ritual. Barbie would offer a cigarette before interrogation, a false gesture of kindness. Then, within minutes, he would personally administer beatings or order electrocutions. He called it conditioning. To him, torture wasn't punishment, it was science. Barbie's cruelty wasn't born of rage, but of ideology. He believed in purging weakness from humanity. And in that belief, he transformed pain into power. When the war ended, the butcher vanished. But evil has a way of surviving. Through the Ratlines, secret escape networks run by sympathetic priests and intelligence agents, Barbie slipped through Europe under false identities. His destination? Bolivia. There, he reinvented himself as a businessman, then an advisor to military regimes. He trained secret police forces in interrogation and suppression, the same methods he perfected in Lyon. CIA documents later confirmed Barbie's involvement in arms deals and counterinsurgency operations, using Nazi tactics to hunt political dissidents in Latin America. For decades, he lived freely, even raising a family. Until 1983, when relentless Nazi hunters like Serge and Beate Klarsfeld tracked him down. In 1987, the world finally witnessed his trial in Lyon, the same city he once ruled through terror. Survivors testified through tears. Barbie showed no remorse. His conviction for crimes against humanity came too late for his victims, but it marked the end of one of history's darkest legacies. Klaus Barbie's story is more than a chapter of history. It's a mirror, reflecting the depths of human depravity and the dangers of unchecked power. His name reminds us that evil often hides behind ordinary faces, bureaucratic orders, and twisted ideologies disguised as duty. Butcher of Lyon may be gone, but his shadow lingers wherever cruelty becomes routine, where ideology outweighs empathy, and where silence becomes complicity. Remember the names that history tried to erase, not to glorify monsters, but to honor the people they destroyed. Because the moment we forget is the moment it begins again.